Hey, welcome to From the Riffs. Today we're going to do an in-depth look at Dead Rain, and we'll get things started.
We'll go through the character classes like we've been doing all these main book reviews. Dead Rain is kind of unique. There's no magic, there's no psionics, there's no uber weapons. You're regular people. So the character classes represent that. Okay, so I'll go through them in order. The first one will be the Hound Master. Now, these are guys who basically, they've got a pack of dogs, they've been training the dogs, and they use the dogs to both sense out where the zombies are, where they're about to attack, and but also use them to defend themselves and their party.
That's right. Truthfully speaking, it's a really good thing to have. Because, hey, on the bright side, they're going to eat the dog before they eat you. So,
yeah, I mean, you might have a big pack of German Shepherds or pit bulls or whatever. But
so yeah, everybody from PETA, get mad if you want, but you know for a fact, you feed up Fifi before you let the zombie eat you.
All right. After that one, we have the Reapers. Now, the Reapers are basically, they grew out of motorcycle gangs, and because it's a post-apocalyptic world, there's cars smashed all over, the tubes are blocked, the bridges are blocked. The best way to get around is on a motorcycle, simply because you can swerve and get through everything.
Or more specifically, an ATV or dirt bike.
Yeah, dirt bikes are better, but I mean, a lot of the guys do drive the big bikes, street bikes as well. But anyway, the Reapers tend to be the combat character. Now they generally do it up close, so it's like bats and chains and knives and stuff. Not so many guns, but I mean, they do have a few. They would have some guns as well, but generally they're the ones who take out the big freaking crowbar or something, just go by and smash the zombie's head off.
After all, you are trying to conserve ammo.
Yeah. Then next one we have the scrounger. The scrounger is basically the guy who knows where he's figured out where all the goods are. So like if you need food or you need ammunition or that, it's the scrounger who's generally be able to get it and find it for your group.
This is your traveling merchant. He's indispensable.
Yeah. After that we have the shepherd of the damned. Now this is kind of the could have been a priest in a previous life, or just someone who's really caring. He takes the time to go out and find the survivors and struggles against the zombies to bring them back alive.
Essentially, probably the closest thing to a hero you're going to get in this.
Yeah. Then we have the soldier. The soldier is just what it sounds like. He's could have been Marines, could have been Army, could have been Navy, whatever. But he's trained. He understands weapons. He understands how to use them. Could even been like SWAT cop or something. After the soldiers, we have the survivors. Now these are the ordinary people. It's what would happen to you, me, whoever.
No, because you know what would happen to me.
What?
I get eaten.
You get eaten?
I can't run. I'm not fast. I hit hard. I run slow.
You need a really big crowbar.
Yeah, exactly. I
stand in the middle swinging.
I need that machete from like the Machete movie.
Yeah.
Dude.
Okay, anyway, but the survivor class, the cool thing about it is you do roll on a chart, and you could have been a cop, a nurse, an artist, a businessman. You actually kind of roll, and that's what your skills are based on, is what your actual occupation was, which is kind of a neat mechanic. Okay, and the one strange class you can get is the half-living. Now, essentially, you're someone who's been bit by a zombie, but you survived the attack, and somehow it's infected you, and you're now taking on the traits of a zombie, but you're not one of them yet.
Now, you do get some perks from this. Essentially, if you're the half-living, then zombies themselves, they kind of pay you no mind. They consider you one of their own, unless you make an aggressive move against them.
Yeah, if you're either attacking them or you're taking away their food, like some human, then they'll go after you. But other than that, they'll just ignore you.
So don't start none, won't be none.
Yeah. No, there's downsides too. You're afraid, fire is a handicap. You lose some skills, you lose some stats. You become preoccupied with other people because you're trying to hang on to your humanity. When you die, you automatically become a zombie, so as soon as your character bites it, everybody's got to worry about knocking them off. That gives you kind of the the gist of the characters. There's not many O.C.C.s, that's all of them. But actually there's a death cult one, but that's not really a player one. That gives you an idea of the characters. Then there's the zombies. Now, what would a zombie game be without zombies? So, but there's more than one type. And here we'll run through them quick, give you an idea. We have the slouchers. The slouchers are basically your typical zombie movie zombie. And that's it. You know, they walk real slow. And then there's the crawlers. Now the crawlers are a zombie that's been ran over, you know, splattered, whatever. So he's only part of one, and he's stuck crawling along the ground. Then there's the fast attack zombies. Now these ones are, what movies had fast zombies? I can't remember.
I believe it was Dawn of the Dead.
Was it?
Yeah,
but
they
anyway,
like the sprinters.
Yeah,
28 days later.
Yeah, they're the zombies who are able to race across after you. Then there's the flesh-eating zombies. Now these are more like animals. Because zombies in this game feed on PPE, they kill you to get the PPE, but your flesh really isn't important to them. Well, the flesh-eating zombies are aberrations, and they actually do eat your flesh. After the flesh-eating ones, we have the thinkers.
These are kind of like your pack leaders.
Yeah.
That's that zombie that figures out, oh, we don't have to climb the brick wall. We can open the door.
Yeah.
You know, or the one who figures out that if I pick up this grenade and throw it back, it's not going to hurt the rest of us. So usually you're not going to have a lot of thinkers in a group.
And they're not like human level intelligence. They're just a lot smarter than the average zombie. After that, we got the mock zombies. This is the kind of the zombie who became a zombie but still thinks he's a human. So, say one of the party members, Bill, became a zombie. Bill comes up going, "Hey, what you doing?
Bang!
What?" You know, because he still thinks he's one of your guys, but he's actually a zombie. And he'll follow you around and act more or less like he did in life until he gets too hungry. And then he'll corner somebody.
Yeah, all of a sudden you're takeout.
Yeah. And then the last one is pattern zombie. And this is the zombie that kind of repeats doing whatever it was he was doing in life. So mowing the grass or walking to work.
Or the kid on a swing. All the creepy ambiance stuff you see in some zombie films.
Yeah. So that gives you an idea of the zombies. Now remember, there's zombies everywhere. And you know, the basic things about them. In this game, they consume PPE. The moan is there to attract other zombies. Zombies can go dormant. So you might walk into a room and you don't see any zombies, and then a few minutes after you walk in, one of them crawls out from underneath the couch.
That's because they've now sensed your PPE.
And they're coming to get you.
Potential psychic energy.
Yeah.
We should highlight that. And yeah, now they're coming for a meal.
Yeah, and this is the same reason why they don't need eyes to see, because they're actually looking for your PPE. It's a slightly different take on the zombies and a fairly cool one. Now there's although the zombies are the major villain, there's also things to worry about. There's other groups of human survivors. There's highway bandits, you know, who are trying to rape the other survivors for supplies and everything. There's societies of death cults who try to raise and help the zombies for, I don't know why, but...
But usually when the world goes to hell, the world goes crazy.
Yeah.
So all these things have been included. Because in any zombie apocalypse, there are people who go too far, or they're pushed past the limit. And Dead Rain does an excellent job of building this world.
Yeah. And then as far as the rest of the stuff in the book, I mean, it's got your basic skills. Like I said, there is no magic or sonics. The regular combat system, there's lists of weapons you need, equipment you need, where to find them, things to look for, what vehicles are best, all that type of stuff is in there. So that the one book does give you everything you need for the game, although there's new books coming out for it. But I think that pretty much covers Dead Rain.
Yeah, so until next time, I'm Big Will Johnson.
And I'm Carmen Blair.
See you next time.
Bye.